Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Jason. Many of you guys know I recently got a GX470, a Lexus GX470. I had a Tundra and a 5th gen 4Runner before that. This is going to be my third Android Apple CarPlay head unit that I put in any of my vehicles. Now, the reason I really like to do the CarPlay is because you put the phone up sort of in your field of vision. You can control your Spotify, your Apple Music, or Apple Maps, anything like that. You can see that there, but it is just a little bit safer, I think, in my opinion, to have it kind of in one area. Now, this is the oldest vehicle I've had in a very long time, my second oldest vehicle I've ever had. This one did not come with CarPlay, obviously. This was many years before that. Mine actually didn't come with even a navigation at all. Originally, the GX470 that I have has just a CD player in there. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up and show you what you get in the box. First of all, we're going to have the user's manual, and then we're going to have like a little installation guide here. You can use that in addition to watching this video, but I would recommend hanging on to that and just having it in your car. We do also have some additional supplies in here. I think it is this harness here that is going to be specific to your model. So the GX470 had 3 different options. You'll either have the Mark Levinson, which will say Mark Levinson on the actual head unit itself. If you do have that, you'll do the Mark Levinson option. If you don't have that written on there, you're either going to have the Pioneer or you will have, I think it's the JBL. Now, real quickly, there's 2 ways to figure this out. You can either pop under the seat, push your seat back and look underneath there, or there's the lazy man option, which is what I did before I realized the amplifier was right underneath the seat. And I just called up Lexus, gave them my VIN number, and I said, hey, what model do I have? Here is the actual face. It actually does have its own physical touch knob on there. Now, I will say the one that I have currently in my vehicle is a CarPlay, but it is very old, basically like a full minute to start up. I'll go ahead and put a video up here while I'm talking to show you just how long it is, because it is legitimately almost a full minute, and I can't use the backup camera until that connects. It is very annoying to have to wait on the actual backup camera to kick in because it doesn't have connection yet. This one should be a lot faster. None of them are going to instantly boot up. Not even the ones that come in the new vehicles, but they shouldn't be a minute long. And this is going to be kind of your whole command module. This is really what is kind of the brains of it. This is going to plug in back here somewhere. All right, so we've got your GPS, we've got your microphone, which I already have a microphone in mine. So I believe if it uses this same aux, I'll probably just use what's already in there, but that's already run in really nicely. We also have the antenna here. I may or may not use those. I haven't in any of the other installs I've done. And then we've got all of the like AV and the camera reverse, all that stuff. I do already have a reverse camera, so I'm hoping that I can just use what I already have. But in the GX470, it's not that difficult to run it all the way to the back. I actually did this in a video where I installed a Wolf box on top. But yeah, guys, that being said, why don't we go ahead and get this install started, because I've been yapping here for a few minutes. This actually does have really good instructions with pictures, and everything lines up as it should. Let's see if you can even see that. Like, we're just going to put, these clips on the back here, and you can see where that corresponds on there this way. And then that'll connect in the back here like that. You are going to need a Phillips screwdriver for this. Probably going to be too big. All right, so I was looking at how to do it here. We've got the CM4, these side ones right here. Put 2 screws on those, and then we are, once we slide this together, going to put 2 more screws on here, And then you'll also put some screws on the bottom. We'll just run this through this little centerpiece, run this ribbon down, and there you go. Those two are secured down on the top, and for whatever reason this broke. I wasn't really pushing down that hard, but I think it's just broken here. Next, we're going to attach these on the back. You can see that in this instruction here. Now, it didn't say which one of these holes, but I counted 5 down from the tops. I did have to move those because I realized that I put them in the wrong spot. And a good indicator of that was the fact that the back of this one didn't match up. So it looks like in this photo, and then I see 2 in between there. There's 2 in between there on this one. These screws are going to come with it, so you'll just install those on there. And just so I don't kill my battery completely, I'm gonna go ahead and do this together, but you'll do the exact same thing on this side. Those little clips are gonna go in here, and this little ribbon is gonna go, see if I can show it, kind of underneath. These should be open. They'll be open and off to the side here, and then I believe we're gonna clamp these down like that afterwards. And this should be facing the top, if that makes it easier for you. There needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the top here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom. Sorry to interrupt so abruptly in this video, but I actually reached out to the company to try to see if I could get you guys a discount code, and I just got approved after I've already edited the video. So the code is going to be put right up here. I think it's Oxhouse Media 30, something like that. It will be up here, so you can check that out. All right, so thank you so much to Car Tech Studio. Link will be down in the description. Let's go ahead and get back to the video. I'm actually going to try using this 2-1 method, 2 of these trim tools, but I would at least get 1 of these. I just had these left over from other installs, but we're going to remove this trim right here, running down this. Now we're going to go up with it, and then on this side you have to go all the way back to here. After that, it's I believe these right here, and that goes all the way on either side. But we'll definitely start with these 2, and then I think maybe there's some pieces in here that need to come out, and then these on the side, and then we can pull the whole head unit out. I was making that way more difficult than it needed to be. At the end of it, all I did was put it here and twist it. Same on this side, put it back here, and I just twisted it and it popped right up. So I think that was making that way too hard, but let's go ahead and get on this stuff. All right, now that we've got that one, we're just gonna take this and we'll just work our way up this on here and until it pops out. But yeah, we're gonna start off here on the bottom. I wouldn't pull on this, but we'll just work our way up. So I think I totally forgot to record, but we popped this side out, and it actually popped out pretty easy. And then you'll unplug that in the back from back here. Top clip would not come out no matter what I did, but somehow all these other ones were preserved, so don't know why that happened. Okay, so next we've got 1, 2 bolts, 3, and 4. So yeah, it should look like that. Obviously, except for a CD player there, but 10mm bolts. Let's go ahead and get it. All right, so I'm figuring this out as we go, but I'm separating these. We're gonna separate this one and this. So I think I'm just gonna have to unscrew this, and this should pop right out. It's already pretty easily come apart from this one. But let's go ahead and do that. Well, the previous owner installed something down here that is attached and really screwed this up for me. So don't worry, it won't be this difficult, but we just need to separate this from here. And man, that really sucks that he did that. So we're taking out the screw here, and then we'll take it out on this side as well. All right, so what you're gonna do is start unplugging all this stuff. This is gonna be aftermarket because there was already an aftermarket one in there. But I was making this more difficult than it needed to be. All you really had to do was remove the bolts from this little thing that were on the side there. Fold that out of the way, and you've got your USB stuff down here and your climate control here. Hard to see from this angle. I know it looks a little bit jumbled, but it's not that bad. This right here. And this will be how you install it, and everything is labeled, so all good there. So look at the back of your unit here. Everything is labeled, and yeah, it'll correspond to something on here. All right, so I just want to tell you guys this is the easiest way to do the wiring of the backup camera. This is exactly how mine in the back is set up. And it's going to run back behind here, down in here. And I already removed this for the wolf box up top. This is super easy. All you do is pop this up with the trim tool, run it back behind here, slides underneath. It'll slide back here. This will pop off. Can kind of see it there, and there's a bolt. You'll take that off, run it back here, and you can just honestly slide it underneath here because there's kind of a gap, and then you'll run it to the back here. Now I have a bumper, so mine's sitting here, but you can find a place to put it over here, and I'll show you kind of in the back how it's wired up. Run underneath here and underneath this little piece and out. Run it behind this panel up here. All you gotta do is pop these out, and you could run it here like my backup camera, or you could also go behind here and drill a hole and come out underneath there. But that's really up to you. Tapping into the actual brake reverse, and that's going to be kind of what triggers these lights. So when you back up, reverse, it will trigger these lights to turn on, and it'll also turn on the backup camera. All right, I'm gonna start putting this back together because this thing keeps doxing me where I live. So I need to go to like here, yeah. So we're just gonna reverse everything we did. That's gonna go in there. There might be a screw back here, but everything we've done, we're gonna undo it now. And yeah, I'll get into this a little bit more, but it's 3:30. The sun is about to set. I need to go ahead and get this put back together ASAP. We're in CarPlay here. It is very responsive, and I can get to any apps I need. Go straight to Spotify on here. This is main screen here. So there's a ton of different stuff you can try in here. Let's see if I can find some like YouTube free music so you can see how nice this sounds, because it is very upgraded. I don't know if it will pick it up. So anyway, I don't know how well that's going to pick it up on there, but it is like really, really good bass. Now I do have some upgraded speakers in here. This is obviously not the ones that came with it, but this just puts out a lot of power. And honestly, I'll probably have to reconfigure it again. It actually has a little bit of, probably a little too much bass for my liking. I don't listen to rap. I don't listen to any of that kind of stuff. But I do listen to stuff with bass, electronic stuff. So I would like it to have a little bit of bass, but I don't need it to be so overpowering. I really thought this was great. It's probably been the best one I've used so far out of any of my vehicles. And I would actually like to do an updated review video, a full dedicated video review to this, because it's almost Christmas and I am headed off to Arkansas and I don't want to keep editing. So I guess what I will do here is just kind of give you my thoughts, and then I'll give you a full review on this updated probably here in the spring. Go ahead and install this and just kind of mess around with the settings. Like I said, I've played with it a little bit, but I am going to probably adjust some more stuff here. I do like that you've got this little button over here. So if you're ever like navigating around and you're like, oh, I actually want to get back to CarPlay, all you gotta do is press that button, and then home, you can do that there. Now, I do like that you have an actual physical button here, because even though it's nice to be able to use these, on my previous models that I've had, it was just like a little touch button like this. And I guess you could still, you still have these buttons to press right here, but, I'm not messing with that too much. Had the microphone right here. So I think we're just going to keep that microphone there. It's already run in there, and you have to take the whole dash apart to put it there. I would probably just put it underneath somewhere down here, and you'll still get that same experience, but you won't have to take the whole dash out to fit it through there. But yeah, guys, that being said, I really do appreciate you guys coming and checking this video out. If you have any questions, put them below. Let me know. That being said, guys, I will see you in the next video.